But why are iPods made in China? Why can't we sort of exploit the technological revolution that's taking place around the world and use it to the advantage of the United States in a more palpable way?
I think it's an important question. Actually, one of the things I kind of do off on the side is I just recently agreed to co-chair a committee, an advisory council on innovation and entrepreneurship in Washington, D.C., and it's focused exactly on this issue. How do we focus on job creation, but how do we focus on innovation to really position this nation on some of the big trends going forward? Because if you lose that to other countries, you lose a lot. And we were earlier talking about cancer research. This is an area to be very sensitive to because the cost of developing drugs in this country keeps going up. The regulatory burden keeps going up. As a result, we're starting to see more and more companies look at India and China and other places, not just to manufacture products like iPods, but actually to do the basic research and the clinical trials because they can do it faster and cheaper. So we really need to take a fresh look at the policy framework to make sure we really are encouraging entrepreneurs to take risks and encourage them to build great companies in America.
And then a lot, there's a huge brain drain too. A lot of these scientists, young scientists, come to the United States for education or to do internships or to work. And then either through the immigration policies that we have or because they see that they'd be more stifled doing their work, they go to Singapore where a percentage of the GMP goes to medical research, or they go to Great Britain where the regulations aren't, I believe, as strict. So, that's a big problem too. Isn't it?
We're in a global war for talent, and we actually have done a pretty good job of being a magnet to get people there, partly because of the university system and other kinds of things. But in the last 5 or 10 years, we've started to see people moving back, and some of that's always going to happen. But we really need to do everything we can to keep the best and brightest in this country working on building companies here.
What can be done, Teddy, to encourage more of that, to encourage the best and the brightest to stay here and to give companies and individuals and entrepreneurs the freedom to really thrive?
Well, you need a couple of things. I heard our mayor yesterday on a show.
Meet the Press, but he was on CBS Evening News earlier a couple days before that.
Saying,
competition is important.
Saying there should be a green card stapled to these guys' diplomas. It's a very good idea. I never thought of that before. Very good idea.